Good friends, how are we doing? Trusting God, we are doing great. 6th of July annually is World Zoonosis Day, and this day has been selected because on this same day, 1885, a great man called Louis Pasteur successfully administered a vaccine against a deadly zoonotic disease called the rabies virus. Now, the aim of this day is to promote a campaign and an enlightenment campaign in order to make people understand ways to prevent these zoonotic diseases. Now, what is zoonotic disease? A zoonotic disease is a disease of animals or insects that affects man. Now, this disease may or may not be hazardous in these animals, but when they affect man, they can be very, very devastating. Now, the partners of the poultry hub have agreed amongst themselves that by 12 noon tomorrow, a 2-minute silence will be held for those known or unknown who are suffering from endemic or emergent zoonotic diseases. Now, these diseases have truncated a lot of lives, especially in recent time. COVID-19 and Ebola virus has claimed a lot of lives. Now, in the world today, over 10 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 and over 500,000 deaths worldwide. This is a very, very high figure. Now, what are the examples of these zoonotic diseases? Now we have the COVID-19, we have the Ebola virus, we have the lassa fever, we have malaria, we have rabies, we have ringworm, we have brucellosis, we have Lyme disease, we have bovine tuberculosis, and there are many. We have avian influenza, we have Sars, to mention but a few. Now, who is at risk to these zoonotic diseases? Everybody is at risk to this zoonotic disease, but certain persons are more susceptible. Now, those who are immunocompromised, diabetics, alcoholics, pregnant women, sicklers, and also those that eat food that are not properly cooked, and also those that take unpasteurized feeds. And also, certain occupations can predispose people to getting this zoonotic disease. Occupations like meat sellers, farmers, wildlife workers, veterinary workers, and also to mention but a few. This occupation predispose certain persons to these zoonotic diseases. And also, what are the ways in which this zoonotic disease can the mode of transmission? Now we have, it can be transmitted via air, it can be transmitted through droplets, it can be transmitted through dust, it can also be transmitted through infected surfaces, it can also be transmitted by contact with infected animals, it can also be contacted via insect bites, it can also be contacted so many means. There are so many methods with which this can be contacted. Now, what is the preventive measures? Now, prevention is key. Now, in order to prevent this, the major thing to do is to ensure that the animals are properly taken care of. And also, personal hygiene is key. Let us wash our hands. Let us learn to sanitize regularly. Let us observe all this method, and also food hygiene preparations. And also we can also do personal protection, like wearing boots, wearing PEP, wearing our nose masks, and personally protect ourselves. And also vaccination, especially for those people who are more susceptible to these diseases. And also care for the pregnant women. We should avoid pregnant women should avoid cat litters to prevent toxoplasmosis, and to mention but a few. And also ensure that food items are stored in airtight containers to prevent rodents and all these things from penetrating into it. In conclusion, for a disease to occur, there is what we call an epidemiology triad. There must be an interplay between an agent, a host and an environment. Now, in the case of COVID-19, the agent is coronavirus. Now, the host is man, then the environment. Now, if you can truncate the virus, the man becomes safe in the environment. How can we truncate this virus? We can truncate this virus by observing all the measures in which we know. Let us sanitize, let us wash hands regularly, let us use nose masks, let us observe let us observe safe distance, let us isolate ourselves, let us observe all these methods, and by so doing, corona cannot stand a chance. Corona cannot stand a chance. Here it is. Corona is not a death sentence. We have seen so many persons who have contacted it and come back on hot. They came back on hot. So corona is not a death sentence. Fear not. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Now, in every life's battle, God has his own part to play, and we have our own part to play. When we fulfill our own part, we commit God to perform. Now let us fulfill our own part, and God will prove himself strong and mighty. The same God that elbowed Ebola, corona cannot be too corrosive for him. I see us coming out of this phase in a glow, in a grand style, in the name of Jesus. In the words of my chief, Dr. Sebastian Tunde Daniels, MD. Last. We go all day okay. God bless you. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, stay good. God bless you.